Welcome to Digital Dynamo Lab. Today we are going to learn about the operating system, one of the most important parts of any computer system. Let us start with a simple introduction to the operating system. The operating system is a group of software specially designed to help the users to manage and operate the computer system. In other words, the operating system is a type of system software that works an interface between the system users and computer hardware. The operating system is an essential component of every computer system. It is a type of system software used by the computer system itself to manage and operate the system. It also helps the computer user to interact with various hardware components. An operating system performs some of most of the important functions that are crucial for operations, performance and safety of the computer system. The resource management is one such important function performed by operating system. Let us now discuss in detail. What is an operating system? In computer architecture, the computer system basically consists of two types of components. First one, hardware component, and second, software component. The computer hardware is a general term used to describe the various physical components that are essential part of every computer system. The computer hardware includes various mechanical, electrical and electronics components used to build the computer system. The software component provides a set of instructions which directs the computer to perform a specific task. In other words, a software is a computer program used to communicate with computer regarding the operation that we want the computer to perform. The computer system needs basically two types of software components. The first type of application software and the second type of software is called system software. An application software is designed to allow computer users to perform various tasks on the computer. For example, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Excel, etc. The system software is a special type of software internally used by the computer system itself to manage and operate the computer system. An operating system is the most important system software and it is an essential component of every computer. When we power on and start the computer, it is operating system that gets loaded into the main memory RAM of the computer. This startup operation which loads the operating system into the memory is called as computer booting process. The computer user can operate the computer system only after the operating system software is fully loaded into the computer memory and it is fully operational. Once the operating system is fully operational, the computer can be used by the user to perform various tasks on the computer. The computer system booting process is managed by the special program called the BIOS startup routine. The term BIOS stands for Basic Input Output System. The BIOS program is a type of firmware that resides to BIOS chip placed on the computer motherboard. The main function of BIOS software is loaded to the operating system and therefore the BIOS connection each time we switch on the computer. The operating system gets the control of the system after the booting process is complete. Let's look at how a computer is organized in layers. At the bottom, we have the hardware. These are physical devices like the keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, headphones and pen drives. Hardware cannot work by itself. Just above the hardware, we have device drivers. These are small system programs that help the operating system communicate with each device. Without drivers, the operating system cannot control the hardware. Now comes the most important part, the operating system, also called the OS. Examples are UNIX, Linux, Android and macOS. The operating system is responsible for managing all the hardware and software in the computer. It controls memory, files, input and output and allows application to run. Along with the operating system, we also have system utilities. These are helper tools like antivirus, disk cleanup, file manager and backup software that support the operating system. Above the operating system, we have application programs. These are apps that users directly use, such as browsers, games, Microsoft Word, media players and editing tools. These applications depend on the operating system to work. Finally, at the top, we have the user. The user interacts with the application programs and those programs use the operating system to access the drivers and hardware. So the operating sits in the middle and plays a key role. It acts as a bridge between the user, the application and the hardware. Without an operating system, a computer cannot function. There are different types of operating systems such as single-use operating system, multi-use operating system, batch operating system, distributed operating system, time-sharing operating system, real-time operating system, network operating system, mobile device operating system, and embedded operating system. That's all for today's session on operating system. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Digital Dynamo Lab for more tech learning content.